Welcome to AL.com studios. I am Lauren Sisler, joined with John Parker Wilson here. We are in the film room breaking down Alabama today. 4 freshmen returning to the field that got substantial playing time last year. One of those guys, Da'Ron Payne, at nose tackle, played in 15 games last season. What are your expectations for him as a sophomore?
So my favorite thing to talk about, the defensive line, these big guys up front. I mean, we got Coach Saban with a new defensive coordinator, so we're going to have to rely on these big guys that have had some experience. They're going to have to step back up and play. We'll see this play, in a big situation against a big team. He's filling his gaps. He's not trying to go back there and get a stack, but can get a strip. And I think this is a big play right here. Turnover early in the game. This is him realizing what his role was, hanging on to the guy and just getting an arm in. It's a young guy, but he's playing big. And I think, the guys that he looked up to, the guys that he learned from are also high draft picks. So he's got the pedigree with his older brothers going out there and knowing what to do. I think he's got to continue to do this now that he is one of the older statements on the defensive line. So another play from Da'Ron Payne. And this one, it's not a play that he's making for a 3 or 4 yard tackle in the backfield. It's him being disciplined and really using his size and strength. We'll see him right here, one-on-one with a tight end. And what he does is he stands him up and he's reading the running back. He sees the running back, breaks out, he sheds the offensive line and makes a tackle for no gain. I think this is a guy using his big size and disrupting the backfield. I think that's what you ask for an interior defensive line. It's not making those sexy 5-yard losses. It's standing up a running back right at the line of scrimmage and then putting him in third down. Another highlight for the big guy right here, and kind of what we saw last play, he was just standing at the line of scrimmage right here. He's at the nose tackle again, but the ball get off he's the first one off the ball, makes a good push into the offensive lineman, and then knowing that, Tennessee has a fast quarterback, so he has to stay in his lanes. He can't just go run back and try to get a sack at all costs. He stays in his passing lane and is able to push the guard back into the quarterback, and then to get the sack on 2nd and 12, so put him in third and almost unmanageable. Kind of talked about that's what you want from your nose tackle is really understanding his role, making plays, and disrupting the anchor of the offensive line, whether it's the guard or the centers. It's his job to get in there and cause disruption, and with a big, strong guy like that, you look for him to do a lot of that this year.
John Parker, earlier you talked about NFL pedigree, A'Shawn Robinson as well as Jaron Reed going to the NFL. Payne, though, coming in as a sophomore impact player, how much do you see him taking the reins and the leadership role here?
I think he's got to. I think he's got to step up. He had some reps last year, played in all 15 games. So learn from those big guys. I think learn a lot. Got a new coach coming in, so here's some new teaching. I think you got to expect the guys up front, especially the interior of the defensive line, to make impact plays. It's the guys on the outside that get all the sacks, but the big guys up front, him, Dalvin Thomas, are the ones that are going to have to really, put the defensive line on the back and make some disrupting plays.